Assalamu alaikum everyone, and this is Dr. Samina from AME ABK High School. Today we'll be discussing about one of the most important things, that is communication. As we all know, communication is very important for all of us. We communicate being in the society, and there are different ways of communication. We communicate orally, there is written communication as well, and previously we used to have a lot of written communication because technology was not that advanced, and we used to rely only on letter writing and all the things for communicating or sending our messages to those who are far away from us. But nowadays, being in a very technological era, we no more write informal letters. So still we communicate through social medias, phones and mobile phones are there, and it's very easy for us now to keep conveying our messages and keep being updated by others. I keep updating others as well for whatever is going on in our lives. But still, there is a need of writing letters. And one of the ways of writing letters is application writing, and that is what we are going to discuss today. If we see that we'll be finding that there are two types of letter writing, that is formal letter writing and informal letter writing. As I had already told you, that informal letter writing is something which we keep writing letter to our friends or relatives or somewhere, where we need not be very formal. And that is nowadays it has come to an end because we already are being in touch with others, and we need no more letter writing. But formal letter writing is still prevailing, and there are different type of formal letter writings, like we write letter to some manager or some office for any purpose. So formal letter writing is we have a proper format that we have to follow in formal letter writing, and there is a format that we have to follow in formal letter writing. Uh, the letter that we are going to write to someone, we have to give sender's address, then we have to have date, recipient name and designation address along with the subject, which is to be very short, and then salutation, like we use different types of salutation, dear or respected or honorable as per the requirement. If the person is in the same age, then we use salutation like here. If the person is above age and we need to pay respect, then we can have honorable or respected. Then we have to come to the body of the letter. Body of the letter comprises three chapters: introduction, where you are going to write down, means you are going to introduce yourself along with writing the purpose of letter writing, and then you come to the main content where you explain in detail and list factual information needed to validate your point, whatever you are going to say, and then in conclusion, we have to be we have to end the letter by restating the request or assurance, whichever is in the case. So this is the way we are going to write the letter. Then we end up with thanking you, and there will be a complimentary ending, which is known as subscription. In subscription, also we use different type of subscriptions like sincerely, faithfully, and then also we use obediently. Sincerely and faithfully, where you are means associated with that company, or you want to be sincere, but faith reading is the sort of means subscription that is being generally used by students writing a letter to the principal or the teacher. So this is the way we are going to make a formal letter. But there is a difference that a letter that you are going to write to your principal will be sort of a little bit difference will be there. And that is known as actually application. And today we are focusing more on more on uh, that aspect of formal letter writing, which is related to application, and where the child is writing an application to the principal. So in that case, we need no more sender address because the child would be enrolled in the school, the principal would be familiar. So you need not write your sender address. You will be starting with recipient name, the person whom you are writing, like in school, your principal. So the principal will be the designation. You will be writing principal in case you want to write the name. But in formally, we do not write name. Where we only write the principal, and then you come to school name of school, and then you give the address. And then of course you are going to write down date. But writing date will be, I mean, here you have to focus that you will be leaving one line gap so that it could be prominently seen once the application would be there in the hand. And then you will be writing subject. Subject should be very precise. It should be in phrasal form, not in complete sentence. It should be very, I mean, crisp, crisp phrase which could convey your message, and the subject also will be written after taking one line gap, and then you will be again giving a gap of one line for starting your letter. They will be using salutation, and here you can use no other salutation than respected. So respected sir, madam, whatever is feasible for you, is feasible in the sense whatever that is there in your case, in your school. If she is a female, you can write on madam, or if the principal is male, you can write on sir, and then you'll be writing your introduction that I'm from this class and such, and I'm studying in your school, and I want to state that this is the problem. Like, we'll be seeing the whole written application in the next slide. So afterwards, we'll be giving the detail. What's the reason? Why am I not coming? What's the purpose of writing this application? And then finally, we'll be concluding that I'll be highly thankful to you or obliged to you for your kind consideration and something like that. And then you'll be finally ending up like thanking you. And new subscription, you have to keep in mind that many students, they write yours with apostrophe. Yours will not be written with apostrophe. You will be writing yours without apostrophe, and then you'll be writing obedient, because the student has to be obedient to the teacher and the principal. So in the writing, obediently, you can give us your signature, then you'll be writing your name, your class, and section. And if you have some, like if you are writing an application for some purpose, which is I mean, common application, like for games teacher, for arranging some excursion or something like that. So that application will be moved to prefect. So he'll be writing his designation as well. So this is the way of writing a letter. And principal mail, you have to be very focused in taking proper spelling. That is principal, PAL should be there, not principal. Principal and principal, there are two different words with similar, more or less similar pronunciation. And many times students make a mistake of writing wrong spelling of principal. So here on this slide, you can see the sample of an application, and here the principal, then you'll be writing school, then place, and then one space. After leaving one space, line space, I have written date, and then leaving one space, writing subject, and then respected sir or madam. With due respect, I want to say here one thing should be made clear that earlier we used to write I beg to say. But now I propose not to use beg anymore, because begging is not at all good. So I'll be recommending not to use beg word anymore, and write means I wish to bring to your kind notice, or here as it is written, with due respect, I want to state that I am suffering from fever since like last night. My doctor has advised me to take a day's rest. I am unable to attend school today. In these circumstances, can we grant me leave for one day? In case of required extra days of leave, I'll let you know. And I'd be obliged if you accept my leave application. Yours sincerely, then you can give your signature, put your signature, and then writing your name and the class and section, you'll be ending up application. So this is the way you have to write down. You have to keep in mind the place where you have to begin with, the means the margin line that should be there, and then paragraph should not be should not be there starting from the middle of the line. So everything should be very fair, and you can see from here that once the person is going to have application in hand, very prominently, if even if the principal will not be going in detail, will be able to make it out what's the date when the application was being given and what was the purpose of writing, like the application for leave. So here it's very clear, application for leave in case you're writing for, you are requesting for some extra period. You can write with application for extra period of games. Huh? So it will be very clear immediately to the person reading the application, and it will be saving the time as well. So we have to be very precise and we have to be very clear in our writing. Thank you very much. And keep in mind the points that I had jotted down and the focused points where I pointed out. Keep in mind those things and keep writing your good. Thank you very much.